Warning, this is a Portal-based podcast. If you have not seen 2006 Lucky Number Slevin, do me a favor, repost this, go check it out, come back and join the conversation. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, it doesn't matter, Twitch, at Cult45 Podcast. Today, Cult45 is powered by
WhiteCupENT.com. That's right, bitch. Go to WhiteCupENT.com to get all of your bomb-ass shirts of all sizes. We got all the threads to cover you and your neighbor lady and your bitch of an ex-girlfriend. What? Did you trip and he fell? Oh, you gotta have it now? Well, then come on down to 7203 Navigation in H-Town and come grab you some, you greedy bitch! Seriously? Like, did you trip on the rug and then you landed on his dick? What? You need more? More than this? This fucking bitch-ass nigga who used to be my friend? No.
Damn.
It was an accident. How? My man's down at White Cup. Run that bulk like Mr. Good Cat. Just hit him up for that serious weight. Are you still here? Go to WhiteCupENT.com and stop looking like a broke-ass buster who betrays his friends. Why?
You good? You good?
Use the promo code CULT45 for 20% off your total purchase. WhiteCupENT.com. They fucks with us.
And as always, we're proud about you, our fans, our listeners, everyone who supports us on the Podbean host app, all of our Patreons. Without guys like you, we wouldn't be shit.
You are now listening to Cult 45, the only cult movie podcast that puts air on your chest. So sit back, relax, pour up, and turn up.
Yeah, welcome everybody to a revenge-filled edition of Code 45. I'm your host, Beeping Down. Today, I'm joined by, as always,
Random Randy Savage.
guys. This is technically Randy's birthday pick. Technically, we might do the actual birthday pick depending on scheduling and shit. But we're doing Lucky Number Slevin. Came out in 06. There was a lot of in my head, there was a lot of movies like this coming out around this time, and I was getting them all mixed up. Like there's I didn't know if Seven Psychopaths or Smoking Aces or there's another one that I can't think of right now.
Are the same.
No, none of them are the same. But like they're all coming out.
Are the same.
All of them were coming out, and I was just like, Rock and Roller. Like all these in my head from a distance. I was like, I don't hate these movies. I'm just saying, like I haven't got around to seeing them because they're all coming out around the same time, and I wasn't like really just. I wasn't. Yeah, we do need to do it, but I haven't been watching like movies around that period of time. I just didn't have time. I was doing like, oh God, I was working there really. My job situation sucked, and I didn't want to do anything fun. I just wanted to curl up in a ball and sleep. So I missed out on this one. This is my first time talking about this one. But you've seen this before, Rando. So like, give me a little backstory. What was your first time watching Lucky Number Slevin, and why did it stick with you so much?
I think because I had to watch it before. I think this is one of the first movies I watched like before it came out to the public because I was thinking I was going to Hollywood Video. So I was like, because I remember having both the widescreen and the full screen version, and then having to like dish those out a lot. That used to be a thing. Used to be a thing. Remember back in the before times when you had a square TV? But yeah, and I used, I'm still a Bruce Willis fan. I'm surprised we haven't done more of his movies.
Yeah, we need to fix that. Seriously.
Yeah, so we're gonna fix that.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that. Shout out to
I was a Bruce Willis fan, and Bruce Willis is in a movie, and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, who the fuck is this guy? This skinny guy. And I was like, well, I'm sure he's not gonna be the central part of this entire movie. Skinny white guy. But Lucy Lou's in it.
Yeah. Oh, you got so basically you got Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Snake. It's gonna be who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Fucking Josh Hartnett, who's actually pretty dope. And like, I wasn't sure where they were going.
I don't know what his career wants to do anymore.
Yeah, because he was hot shit, and then they just said fuck him, and then they brought him back for a little bit.
It feels like he said something like controversial, and just like no, maybe, Josh Hartnett.
Maybe he did, or maybe he ain't fucked the right executive. I don't know anymore. At this point in the game,
because him and Channing Tatum were both like just hot white men, and then they just kind of like evaporated.
Yeah, and they show up in weird shit. Like they'll just show up,
and then now they just show up as cameos and weird shit. Yeah,
yeah.
And like the last Josh Hartnett movie I saw was Operation Lucky Bullshit with Audrey Plaza. And again, I was like, well, it's a Jason Statham movie. I haven't seen a Jason Statham movie in a while.
You know what though? I love how there's a new Jason Statham movie just called The Working Man. They just
it's part of his trilogy of just the work
gave up
title.
I know, but it just gave up with like a job title. It's just like because
that's the beekeeper, the mechanic, the transporter,
the working man is like, I'm not trying. Like they're done. They gave up. They're just like
the banker, the candlestick maker.
That should have been a trilogy.
That
should have been the trilogy, dog. Anyway,
the baker.
Yeah, the baker. The candlestick maker.
What do you mean the croissant's a bet?
I gotta make sure that this wick will last. Like, yeah, it's dynamite.
It's always dynamite
for the candles. Gotta make sure this wick is proper, right? Right. Whatever. This is fucking stupid. So let's get into the movie. I've never seen it. Let's do it. I don't know what to do because I don't know what we're in for, and I'm clutching my pearls in the beginning of the movie because within the first 2 minutes of the movie, like with title sequences and everything, black man gets gunned the fuck down so hard to where his head smashes through a fucking car window and he's super dead. Eyes on his face, still shocked that he got fucking murdered. With under 3 minutes, we get 3 Jewish guys dead out of the gate. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, a lot of death. And I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot this movie's just filled with murders.
So much murder. Because like these other guys are like stabbed by some shit, and another dude gets his head exploded by an object. And I'm like, it's happening too fast. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking it's Bullseye. And we're in Hell's Kitchen because like it was a little needle through the neck, and then I thought he threw the same needle through a nigga's eye. No, it's more hilarious than that. No, and he's taking these ledgers. He's taking these books from both of these like these two ethnic groups of people who were horrifically murdered, and I'm like, what's going on? And I kind of like, I do like that I was getting shuffled a little bit through, if you will, through this entire movie. And we got this guy who I thought was going to be the main character, Nick. This fucking white guy. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Just some white guy sitting in the fucking terminal, chilling. And then there's like, it's just, all you hear is, there was a time. There was a time.
What?
And he wakes up and he's like, what the fuck? And
10:30.
Yeah, he's telling him the time. He's like, that's not what I said. Who's this weird, out of nowhere exposition dumping narrator?
It's Bruce Willis, everyone! Yay!
Bruce Willis, everybody! Yay! They were still perfectly crafting his hairline, his little fake hair pieces. I love them. I love them. I love the aughts hair pieces they were giving Bruce at the time. They were always super sharp.
And the jackal. We got to see the jackal too.
Oh, the jackal was a good one. That was a fun hair piece on that one. But yeah, it's this fucker in a wheelchair, Mr. Smith. Amazon betrayed me. And like told me what his name was from jump, but who gives a fuck? It didn't really fuck anything up, surprisingly.
Yeah.
He could have told him. He could have told him his real name. Honestly. Especially with the shit that was about to happen.
That's not part of the story. We're trying to get into the story.
Because I put in my notes like, this wheelchair nigga's just forcing this story on this fucking guy. And he's like, there was a time. Let's go all the way back into the olden times where like a lot of doggy style in this movie. It's 2, but it's like
if I had a nickel for every time there was in this movie,
every time there was a rough 2. Doggy. And they don't do it when they count it anyway.
Yeah,
that's another beef I got with this movie. So so like this hot chick Gloria is making this doctor bust a nut while this doggy style is happening. She's getting intel and semen from him as far as a sure thing on a juiced up racehorse. Gloria then tells this other guy, I thought these people matter, so I'm not gonna say their name. Gloria tells this other guy about the short bet. He's like, bet. He's having a conversation. A waiter eavesdropping is like, let me tell my nephew, Max, I'm your favorite uncle. Let me tell you about this short thing, Max. Max is like, I don't believe in gambling, but she is trying to come up on this money. He goes to Sal from Do the Right Thing, and he's like, yo, I'm about to drop 20 large in like 80s money, nigga.
In 80s money.
And I'm like, whew, relax.
Can you pay these monies?
He's like, bro, can you pay these monies, nigga? Because if this shit doesn't work out, it's gonna get really messy to where some wild shit is gonna unfold from this particular event if we don't get on this. It's like, it's the beginning of the movie. I have a heist. What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
What happened? What went wrong, Randy?
The horse dies.
Bro, first of all, he brought his kid into this.
Yeah.
He brought his kid to the tracks. Like, tell him, that's how I knew the kid was gonna be special. He's like, what's the lie, young child? And he's too good at lying. He's like, oh man,
Yeah.
photographic memory of a game right out of his fucking little mouth. And I'm like, that's the main character. Like, I was just like, whoever this is, either the nigga in a wheelchair or somebody else we're gonna see that's more handsome than somebody else.
Yeah.
Because like, there's no way it's the bearded fuck that he's talking to.
Nah.
So, so he gives him a watch because there's nothing else to do to keep track of time. Because there's no cell phones, there's no Game Boy. This poor son of a bitch, he has nothing fun to do.
This is the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, late 70s, early. He has nothing fun to do. So yeah, the horse has a heart attack, bro.
The horse dies
Right before he hits
in mid-race. It dies in the race.
Yeah, he was winning the race. He was winning the race. It just he was cranked too hard, if you will.
Yeah.
It goes back into the. I mean, I wasn't ready for immediate retribution for the horse losing.
I mean, it's a lot of money.
I guess it had a lot to do with the fact that particular horse getting that ridiculous amount of money is a big fucking red flag that you know that there was a fix.
Well, yeah. Well, it's bigger than that, right? There's more to it.
There's so much more to it.
There's more to it.
There's so much more to it. We didn't know that, but there's so much more to it.
You don't know that at first, but
Yeah.
you know it later.
But also, Mob Juice interest is wild.
Yeah.
Because not only is his car gone, baby's gone too. He's like, where is he? Don't matter, bitch.
Don't matter.
Get taped up and your ass whipped. And I'm just like, God damn. Immediate. Kid, gun to the back of their head. Wife, whilst washing dishes, shot in the fucking chest. Max gets fitted with a brand new superhero helmet, but it's a plastic bag. They didn't think it through. There was nowhere to breathe. And Bagman was a short-lived hero, and he died immediately. And like Nick is like, Jesus Christ, says this random fuck in his terminal talking to this dude in the wheelchair. Like that's a horrible story.
I think he goes, fuck, shit, Jesus. Fuck, shit, Jesus is right. That is the appropriate response.
And then Good Cat explains to this nigga about the Kansas City Shuffle. Tell him what the Kansas City Shuffle is.
Sure. Well, the Knicks like, so that's a Kansas City Shuffle? It's like, no. That's the catalyst. That's the inciting incident.
Yeah.
That's what caused all this.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Shuffle was really when you look right, and then he points, and Nick looks, and there's nothing over there, and then he turns back to what he thinks is a man in a wheelchair to an empty wheelchair, and then blackness, because Nick is now dead.
Bro, this next snap. I'm not gonna lie to you. This next snap, I was like, all right, I'm in. Because it's hilarious. It's just an okie doke. It's just an okie doke.
Yeah.
This is a good old fashioned okie doke. He's like, huh? Wheelchair?
What?
Then the wheelchair was a vessel for Nick's body to be weakened at Bernie's into a fucking moving van. Now, mind you, I have the experience to know that, yes, if you do put the brakes on in the wheelchair, wheelchairs aren't going to really move anywhere. But I know that body was flip-flopping all over the goddamn place. I know it was a slump.
Because he didn't tie it down.
No.
He just closed it in.
The wheelchair is exactly where the fuck it's supposed to be, but you didn't secure Nick. Nick's corpse. Like
Nick's corpse fell out of that box truck.
I just want to know later on in the movie where they get these like these pizza box insulated body bags that keep some rigor mortis from happening. That's what I want to know.
Amazon.
So I'm like, yo, what's going on? And then I get mad because a black dude gets sniped in the fucking head for no reason. Like, it's so out of sequence and unnecessary, it pissed me off a little bit. Because I'm like, look, I got to take notes. I think I put nigga get sniped. Moving on.
Yeah, that's it.
Moving on. They fade to black, which irritated. I don't know what, like certain movies that do fade to black for certain scenes piss me the fuck off. I don't know why that irritated me so much.
At least it wasn't a star wipe. Just like
I would have took a star wipe. Whee! I would have took that. So, and then I had to put in my notes, okay, the phone rings. I'm irritated. And we cut to that boy, Slevin, Kalevra? Slevin Kalevra. Slevin Kalevra. As soon as I see somebody wipe the mirror and I see a handsome face of Josh Hartnett, I was like, that's the kid. There you go. like my brain, immediately. I was like, that's the kid. I just got to figure out how we got here because his nose is broken.
Yep.
And there's some weird shit going on. And we have no time to think straight because we're immediately just ambushed with Lucy fucking Liu, who has she's not being typical Lucy Liu from television and other series where she's a little cold. Nah, this is bubbly, happy to be here, Lucy Liu, which is not fair. It's subterfuge.
It's designed to throw you off balance. It really
Absolutely.
is. Everything about her is designed to throw you off balance.
So here I am thinking that she's just a hot Kansas City shuffle in my face. I was like, I don't believe it. No. Younger me, I'd have been like, yeah, I don't care.
I was.
Me in 06? Wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have questioned it one bit. Happy to see you, Lindsay.
What is this? What is this beautiful accident that has happened to just fall upon my doorstep?
Because she's like an across the room neighbor of Nick's. Yeah. You find out he's in Nick's apartment. I'm like, none of this adds up. Wait a minute. And she's like, who are you? You're not Nick, man in a towel. And he's like, I'm just happy to see you. I need some sugar. He's like, are we having a porn situation here?
Well, I guess I got what you need right here.
Basically, I got your sugar, baby. But no, he's like, bad things happens in threes. I'm just an unfortunate schmuck going through some shit. Here's a really weird slow motion ticker tape maneuvering. Like the motion was weird of the flashback shit. I ain't like it. But it's like, here's a flashback of how horrible my life is, nigga. Job, fucked. Home, fucked. Went back to talk to my girlfriend. She's getting fucked. Doggy. Aggressive. More aggressive than the earlier doggy that we saw. Because she's just butt ass.
Yeah.
Just straight butt ass doggy style. I was like, what? We didn't have to do this. We already established we could do doggy with lingerie. In Smith's story.
It's just to show what happens when it gets really intense.
For her to say it's an accident is wild. Like, even though this is like all bullshit, like he's deep in her guts. He's like, I don't know what happened. He's like, I don't know what happened. Really? And like, I love how like Slevin zero. So you said last episode, this is based off of like you picked this off of Novocaine because and the guy in the new movie Novocaine, this guy can't feel anything. And you made a comment about how our main character can't feel anything. He meant emotionally, which I thought was a cool
emotionally.
Twist. That's a cool twist. No, that was a sweet twist. I appreciated it. As I watched it, I was like, well done, Randy. Yeah, so he's no selling the fact that this guy is just hip to hip.
He no sells everything.
Yeah, he's in some. It's gonna be some serious shit popping off, guys. Because you think it's like smarmy, assholey, like full of it all, main character energy. He literally just has a mental condition.
He has a medical condition that his brain doesn't work right.
It just makes him a plucky hero, no matter what.
Yeah, it's the Ryan Reynolds syndrome. It's just like, oh.
Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm so sad.
I'm really sad. This is upsetting, but I don't know how to deal with that.
I don't know how to convey it to you as such. But he also tells a story. This is where it gets a little funky, where like he's like, this guy was asking me what the time was. He mugs me for some other stuff, but doesn't take the watch that he notices and breaks my fucking nose. She said, I thought you said bad things happen in threes. That's the fourth thing. That's weird. What's up with this watch? She's asking some solid ass qualifying questions to where I'm like, okay, so she's not a dummy.
Are you a cop?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
that would have been my first question.
Are you a detective? Cop? Like, what's going on here? Why do you have attention to detail? Mind you, the payoff, I don't appreciate still, because none of this I got issues with Lindsay as far as a character. Lucy Liu can do whatever the fuck she wants.
All right. Makes sense to me.
Phone rings again, right? He picks up and hangs up. She does some fucking. She belongs in the Birds of Prey. Like she's doing some Gotham shit. She's like, oh, you can do this to find out who called. Oh, no, it's the Hotel Illustra or whatever the fuck it's called. Wait,
Elementary Lucy Liu and this Lucy Liu should have swapped places because.
You know what? I haven't been watching Elementary. Somebody who got us, she's been watching it. She's like, this is the same character.
It's the same character. Because actually, that makes a lot of sense.
One giggle was more and fucks way less attractive dudes. Yeah. Jesus. Oh, yeah. I wasn't watching it. I just looked up. I was like, the fuck out of here. Sorry.
Really?
I saw Lucy Liu fucking this husk. And I was like, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. Then like she was confused. She was like, apparently he's a heartthrob in England. Like back in the 1760s.
I got all my teeth.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. He's ham biscuit brickle brackle. That's what he is.
I'm ham biscuit brickle brackle.
With fizzy wickets. You love it.
I'm the owner of the couple making this roll.
So she's worried about Nick now. Yeah. I think Nick's dead. I think his neck snapped. She just
I feel like Nick might be in trouble. I was like, no, he's fine.
Yeah, he's totally fine. Don't worry about Nick.
He's fine.
He's just in heaven. She leaves. These two guys come in, not even paying attention to her. Where I'm like, this is weird. Not realizing it's just goofy writing. I don't appreciate neither one of these niggas. It's Elvis and Slow. SLOE. Slow is played by our boy. You know him as Chicago Wind from Black Dynamite. You also know him as Bubba from fucking Forrest Gump. And also the nigga that says, you raggedy bitch, and waiting to exhale. But instead of having big old nigga lips, he got big ass teeth. Because at first I thought he was snarling, but he's just a big slow nigga with giant teeth, nigga. And I just couldn't deal. I couldn't deal with it. Hilarious to look at. I'm not gonna lie to you, but my nigga, you've been in movies, bro. You've put your
what?
You don't
they
have
wanted
to do
a guy
this.
with big teeth.
Oh my god, I hate that character so much. Elvis is like, smack this nigga up, snatch him up, fuck him. You're Nick. He's like, I'm not Nick. Like, yeah, you are, bitch. And they snatch this nigga up to take him to the boss. That's his name, the boss. Shout out to Morgan Freeman. Just take him to his lair, and he is just chewing up scenery. Do you know about the shmoo? I rolled my eyes. The shmoo, like
I can make excellent leather.
You can just talk about whatever. Like this is proof. Like this, is just whatever. It's like. Because anybody else couldn't deliver this style. Nobody else.
We need two exceptional actors to play these characters. That's what we need.
I love how they still pull. Because like honestly, this movie is hilariously star-studded. But I also love how they're low-key pulling a Blood Rain. But like it's smoother because you're doing it with two very important actors.
It's two different rooms.
Two different rooms and two different actors. They can't.
Two different actors.
They're still sitting. Even later on, they're still just in one spot chilling, fam. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's how you do it, Blood Rain.
That's how you do it. Just give them a nicer room.
Just give them,
Give them
make
a
it look
room to
good.
walk around and where they don't have to
make it an actual set you could walk around in. That's what it was. Instead of just a chair and on top of a green screen.
Right. We find out that Nick is in deep shit because he owes 96 large. And he owed it to a nigga named Slim. Who's Slim, you may ask? Remember that nigga that got shot early in the movie and his fucking head went through the fucking car window and he was just looking faced up to God? That was Slim. Ironically named, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe he got it when he was younger.
Probably. Or he just drank Slim Fast for the flavor.
Ew.
I know. I like chalk. But yeah, he was murdered and then he's currently in a freezer. He's like, well, he wouldn't recognize me. Well, let's go check on him.
Yeah.
Popsicle Slim. Just it's pretty fucked up. Make sure his eyes is open. It's a really they really set him up in a very like precarious like position to like really fuck somebody.
They also
up.
leave out the fact that he was talking about Shmoo, and then he's like, "Well, if you don't do what I ask, I'm gonna have more Shmoo to eat." And I was like, "You're gonna eat Slim? Is that what you're saying?"
I don't know.
Are you a cannibal?
I don't know. He might be because he was dry aging Slim. I was like, Slim,
He's eating people.
Maybe.
But like, they even mentioned later on, like quietly, that Slim used to make people disappear, and no one ever found them. No one looks in the toilets.
Interesting. Possibly. Then we found out that random dude for those 3 seconds of a scene that got, that faded to black, that got shot in the head. That was the boss's son. Oh, he was my only child, and he was a good boy, and then he got ventilated.
Relegated to the past tense in a single breath.
Yeah, that was sad. He's just chewing up scenery, this guy. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna need you to do a favor for me, bro, to pay off that $96,000 because you already paid for you, bitch. You're an assassin, apparently, that has really bad gambling issues. And I'm putting you to work. And I want you to kill the rabbi's son. Who's the rabbi? He's a rabbi.
Rabbi.
Bitch. I need you to kill the fairy. Why is he the fairy? Because he's gay. And we're really...
Because he likes to suck dick.
We're not good at... We don't do nicknames well. Also, his real name, it's a mouthful. A lot of consonants.
Itzhak.
Yeah, whatever.
Why do I get that one but Bong Chi Yong?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't get it.
That's a good question. That's funny because I can do the Asian shit. You show me any of this, I'm out.
Yeah, you go any kind of Yiddish in front of you is like blah, 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 gobbledygook.
Yeah, I can't read it. I can't do it. Please don't come after me, Jewish Defense Force, just in case. Just in case. All right, relax.
Yeah.
I know I'm of a darker hue. They were like, "You're threatening us." It's like, I'm not.
Oh, how dare you!
You and the Nation of Islam need to come. Like, no. Shout out to the brother Fair. No, but
Like a salam.
Salam, my brother. So he wants the rabbi's son dead, and I want him gone. But I'm like, wait a minute, what's Mr. Smith doing here? Because Slevin fucks off, right? Mm-hmm. And then we see our boy Mr. Smith without a hat, and we see that perfect triangle nigga with the swoop. Oh, I'm like, ooh, he's a killer for real. This is killer. This is not good guy. Because whenever that swoop is like curled in super tight, that's bad guy Bruce. When it's a little loose, a little fun, Fifth Element Bruce.
Yeah, it's Fifth Element Bruce.
Yeah, but not when he combs
when it's the straight when it's the avatar signal. Serious Bruce.
I was like, what's going on here? Every time Slevin leaves and comes back, here's Lindsay to help with the recap, and she's excited, not concerned at all. He's filling her in on everything that's happening with no type of concern of who she's attached to or what's going on, because it's Lucy Liu and she's into you because she saw your dick and she was game. He thought he was gonna fuck.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to. So because of the sexual energy between these two, no one questions their allegiances to anybody.
No.
It bothers me. I'm sorry. I get it. I would love to have Lucy Liu across the street or just across the hallway. Just barges in for whatever. I can have my dick out because I'm by myself. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you? Join in, Lucy. Well, I get it. It's a fun time.
Since you're here, you startled me. Now I have to start all over again. I don't know what to do with this.
I got to be at work in 30 minutes, so be ashamed.
Be ashamed and leave this massively hard penis unattended. Would you care, Fozzle?
It's on a charcuterie board.
It's a charcuterie board.
Would you mind?
Would you like some wine with your
So he sees Slim in the newspaper, and he's like giving her all the information with no type of concerns or whatever. And she's like, all right, I'll be back. I got to go get something. My phone's ringing or some bullshit.
Yeah.
She leaves. Here come two Jewish guys from Muscle. And I'm like, I'm getting annoyed. I'm like, all right, goddamn it. And it's old boy You remember? It's MODOK slash.
It's MODOK
slash the bad guy from fucking Ant-Man and some other guy who looks crazy. He's a little. It's like you get one normal Jewish guy and one insane looking Jewish guy. You get one normal black guy and one ridiculous looking black guy. It's crazy. But like, what's funny is the tiny one is the Napa. It's not the other way around. So they're taking him to their boss, the rabbi, and he's like, "Are we going to go see the boss?" He's like, "No, dumbass." He's like, "Well, are they right across the window from each other?" Yes, that dynamic when Morgan was talking shit and he looked out the window and you saw that really dumb CGI. Well, it's 2006, so it's pretty decent. That CGI swap over to the next window, nigga. Yeah, they weren't doing a time lapse. It's literally right. They could mug each other every day.
They're just looking at each other.
Oh, you motherfucker.
What's your name? Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Don't bring my mother into this. Fuck your mother. God damn it. Love it. But that's basically the energy of this movie.
Yeah.
That's his movie. We meet the rabbi played by our boy Ben Blood Rain Kingsley, y'all.
What?
And he's still sitting down.
Somebody had another $30,000?
Hey, bro, you don't look. Do I have to stand? No, Ben. I'm there.
Okay,
Sorry.
maybe like twice.
But you're in the same room. And you'll
You're in the
never
same
have
room.
to see the sun.
Literally over here.
The sun will never touch you, Ben. Perfect. Then we find out Nick owes $33,000 to the rabbi.
Jesus,
and I'm like,
Nick?
Jesus, what do you get your shit together, bro? And he's what was his terms? Just give my money. I just want my money.
Yeah, I just want my money.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah,
'Cause
48 hours. Give me my money.
Yeah, he's like, give my money, I'm gonna fuck you up. And the other guy's like, I'm hiring you to do a hit, but you owe me way more money.
Yeah.
You owe me way more money. But you know what? I'm not going there. Just one side's more lenient with cash than the other. Moving on. And it's willing to exchange goods for the debt.
We didn't write this movie, but that's how they portrayed
one
it.
side did debt solutions. The other one doesn't give a fuck.
That one doesn't give a fuck.
One said, I'll let you work this off and we're square. The other one was like, no.
No, give me my money.
You got your debt.
Are you dead?
So he leaves, Slevin. And fucking Smith is there too. Whoa, what's going on? What's happening? Whose side is he on?
He's on his side.
What's happening? So, and like, Good Cat makes a comment. It's Good Cat. It's not Smith. It's Good Cat.
It's Good Cat.
Okay, he's a notorious killer. He's the guy, all right? But what does that mean? And he's like, me and that kid got unfinished business. I was like, oh, they're going to fuck somebody. Or somebody already got fucked. Now, who is it? Back at Nick. Lindsay's there hanging out again because she has nothing else to do.
I mean,
This
I was
is her
like, do you
life.
not work?
She does. And that fucked me up even more. She has a very important job. And she's just still just hanging out at this nigga who she's taking him on good faith that he
This
is who
must
he
have
says
been an
he is.
incredible penis.
Vagina.
She just saw the most ripest of eggplants, just like, blam.
I don't care what I got to do to get to this. I don't care.
Whatever happens today, nothing is more important than that thing getting inside of me. That was the goal. And if I gotta make shit up to come back to this fucking place every time he's here.
She's like looking through the people. Like,
Right.
she's just waiting for him to get back. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That hammer's gonna nail this pussy.
Bruh. So what's crazy is like she's still in the mix because she's telling like, yeah, when I was out doing all this other stuff, I spotted the Smith guy. And I thought I was super smooth using my really shitty 2006 phone to take a picture of him, even though the camera noise went off loud as the fuck. And even though I could tell in the flashback, Smith is like, this bitch thinks she made me. Like, I could see it in his face, like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. I saw it. So I'm like, is she like working against Smith? Like, is she another type of agent that someone else is doing a Kansas City for? Because why is she here? And how in the city of New York You could just randomly run across a nigga that you've been involved in with all this other crazy shit.
So she went to the hotel, right? She was like, I had time to go to the hotel to go stake him out.
Yeah. You're right. He agrees to do the hit. He also explains that he has anorexia, which basically makes you a smartass.
Yeah.
Because you can't worry. He has the inability to worry. I honestly, I have the opposite of that, and I think it's fine. Honestly, I think I haven't been punched in the face in years. So he agrees to do the hit. He goes back to the boss. And the boss finds out that, Slevin plays chess. So we pad the movie. We pad the movie with this chess game. And he's like, if you win, I'll give you a week. Because he's like, you got 3 days to kill. And he's like, no, I need like at least a week. He's like, nah, you got 3 days. Let's play chess for it. As they play, we learn that the good cat and boss has played chess earlier with these really expensive. I know this chess set costs a fuck ton. And you also better know how to play chess because nothing looks like any of the pieces.
Nope.
All of them are just glass dildos, nigga. And they're just.
Like, where's the Star Wars set?
Yeah. One's one's ribbed, one's swirled, one's like weirdly curved. One's a dragon penis.
One's a dragon.
That's the king.
Horse cock.
That's the queen.
Those are knights.
Oh yeah, you're right. The one that most looks like a toy is the bishop.
Yep. It just looks like a bishop.
Yeah. Kids love it. Like what? So whatever. So we learned that they're playing, and like, Good Cat is giving intel to the boss about certain shit to kind of put things in position because he's also playing. He's telling him, okay, so all the information that the boss is giving Slevin is information that he got from Good Cat about the security detail that's protecting the ferry.
Right.
Ex-Mossad, they ain't playing around. These niggas are real. They got beards, and the word Mossad sounds tough, nigga. And
yep.
They're in that.
I mean, we funded them, so they should be tough.
Yeah. These military shadows, they weren't the best. I think they were fired from Mossad.
That's why they're ex-Israeli Mossad.
Yeah. It's not really a flex as you watch the movie. You're like, oh, you guys are terrible.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you're terrible.
You guys are bad at this.
I got mad at the very 2006 ploy. Like, so you're going to make it not look like a hit. You're going to have him. Because he was like, you're going to kill the ferry. But then the extra plan was Good Cat is going to kill Slevin and then make it look like it was a gay suicide pact.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
2006.
Nobody understands this. No one understands that we're gay. We're just going to shoot each other. And in 2006, because that's still how we feel about being gay, I guess.
Yeah, because gay people just became a thing, right?
Yeah. No one understands that.
No one understands that. That wasn't a thing, or many movies or novels or shit written for the last 100 years.
Or Greece.
Greece.
Or Rome. Or Sparta.
If these boy lovers can tell you no.
Right. And they were like, that's it. That's all. That was it. Y'all boy lovers. Moving on. Like that was it. Because they were open with it.
Yeah.
There was side niggas everywhere. But yeah, that shit was a dumb ploy. And in my mind, I was like, what the fuck are we doing? I was like, good Cat and Slevin got to be like working together or something, right? Now we finally get the cop element.
Yes.
Right? It's Stanley Tucci. Who gives a fuck what his name is? Stanley Tucci, bro.
Is it like Dumboyowski?
Some Brodowski. Is it Brodowski?
Yeah. Borowski, yeah.
Borowski, whatever. Sorry, Brodowski, whatever the fuck. Broski. It's Broski. So like, he's like, who the fuck is this guy? Because they're watching him.
Yeah.
And he's going in and out of the buildings. And like, what the fuck who's this fucking guy? Yap him up. So now the cops yap him up. It's a three-way yapping.
Yes.
And he just whatever. Lindsay's back. Oh, well, they didn't yap him up yet. They're going to yap him up. Apologies.
Right.
The yapping is on the way. Because Lindsay comes back, and she has more information. And we learned that she's a coroner. And I'm like, what are you doing this whole time?
Yeah. Well, the bodies don't go anywhere.
In all of this madness, because she's about to leave. And she's like, wait, I saw his dick. She turns back around. She's like, you want to go out on a date?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this can't be real. Like I'm literally, because like I'm like either there's a twist or this is really dumb writing as far as the woman's concerned. And we'll find out later.
The most magnificent cock she has ever seen.
I'm like, why are they going on a date? And then when they go on a date, the fairy just happens to be at the restaurant. And I'm like,
No, because Slevin knew that Slevin chose
knew.
the place.
Oh, Slevin chose. Okay, I thought she chose the place. Okay,
No, Slevin chose the place.
all right, whatever. So like he goes in there because the plan is to honeypot this nigga, honeypot the fairy, and he's Josh Hartnett. So he's like, this should be easy.
Should be easy in
And the fairy-
2006, right?
And the fairy's honestly kind of he's kind of fugly, bro. So like he goes in there, he's like, "What's up?"
Josh Hartnett, a clear 8.
This guy's like, we'll say a 5.
Yeah, he's a 5.
But yeah, he has money, so he's a 7.
He's definitely an extra on the Big Bang Theory.
So he's like, "You want to smash later?" He's like, "Please." He's like, "Bet."
Yes.
And it works out, right? Broski or Burkowski is Burkowski. He couldn't follow in, and Masad couldn't follow in because they locked the bathroom behind him and whatever. Fuck, yeah. He makes the date. He bumps into Burkowski. Burkowski pulls up in there, and the cop is like, "Who the fuck are you?" Right? Who the fuck are you, bro? Nothing happens from it. He's like, "I'm just a guy who likes penis," and he just gets out of the fucking bed.
I'm just a guy trying to wash his hands.
Yeah, man. What else, bro? You not cool with me being gay, bro? So I kept putting on my notes. Why is Lindsay cool with this? Because they're just enjoying it. Because I have a tail. I have a pigtail, right? Because the cop is following them. She's like, "Ooh, pigtail. Oh, this is fun. You're in danger."
Yeah. But he's exciting.
What does she see? What the fuck?
This penis was like the hammer of God.
Like, was his pubes like when they just laid in a way where
It was like the towel was like the
native
briefcase from Pulp Fiction, and it opened up just a little bit, and the glimmer, the light from which emanated from his rod shined upon her world and made it that much better.
Cause like she was, could they fuck? Right? And it's classy. We don't get it's raunchy doggy style. Boo!
No, because they're in love.
Yeah, they're in love.
She fell in love with it.
Oh, she made it very clear that she was in love with this nigga. Like, even in the dinner. She's like, when I fall in love with somebody, I'm like, you're a psychopath.
You're so
The whole time I watch this, I'm like, all these are red flags as fuck. Like, you're insane. Like, you're moving. All you did was see it, and you're moving at lights. You're moving at ludicrous speed. See it. Jesus.
glorious.
So, they fuck, right? And he's like, wait a minute, because she made a comment about James Bond, and he's like, I felt like I instinctively knew which Bond you're talking about, but I don't know. So let's quiz each other. And they hilariously shit on every other Bond that ever existed except for Roger Moore.
No, on Roger Moore too.
Oh, did they shit on Roger Moore? I missed it.
Yeah.
I was too busy like Timothy. Like I was too busy looking out for like the really bad ones that I know that I don't enjoy. But like it's Sean Connery, y'all. That's their favorite.
Connery.
They didn't even name him. They just knew, and they were too busy trying to piss each other off with like worse Bond picks.
She says Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. They shitted on Pierce Brosnan. He was the current Bond. And I was like, at that
It was
time,
the current Bond, yeah.
I was like, damn. So yeah, they're in love. Here comes the yap up from the cops, right? Cops throw him out of the fucking car because like he doesn't give him anything. Then the black guys yap him up, and the only reason the Jewish guys didn't yap him up because they're already dead. And it's New York. You can leave two corpses in the fucking car, nigga, for like a while. It's just too much going on in New York.
As long as you keep paying the meter, no one notices.
I love the date with the fairy is like so fucking just to the point.
Yeah.
He gets in the room. He's like, "Why are you being weird?" Someone's trying to kill you. Who, me? Flop, flop. Gut shots. Fairy goes down. Like, why? Why? What the fuck?
You don't want to just show it to me?
Here comes Good Cat. I heard so many good things. Good Cat comes in, fucking does the final, like the double tap to the fairy. And I'm like, man, this ex Mossad really isn't doing a good job.
That's because they had to be triggered by the special pendant on his neck.
Right. It should have been a heart monitor. But what's funny is I was like, wait a minute, he's not, like, Slevin's not in danger.
No.
Are they working together? And then Good Cat purposely sounds the alarm. Yeah. Slevin's downstairs collecting a body.
Mm-hmm.
And the ex Mossad is like, we're behind a false wall that still is pure sheetrock, and we're gonna go body first through the wall versus shooting through the wall immediately.
Yeah.
And they get shot to pieces.
They smart.
And they get shot to smithereens. All Good Cat doesn't even take cover.
No.
He just stands there and just kills everybody. Dumb. We find out that the real Nick's body's laid there, and they're doing the plan. They're doing the dumb. They may have them kind of like lay across each other romantically, and then like Good Cats also fuck this shit, bomb the entire place because we need to obliterate Nick even further.
Yep.
Because we can't have dental records, baby.
Well, and then Slevin leaves his watch.
Yeah, they swap watches.
They swap watches.
Yeah, to prove that Slevin got blown the fuck up, right? Yeah, so then Elvis and Slow got murdered. Whatever, and like good because they're it's on the way to the boss, and Good Cat pulls up on the boss, and the boss is like, damn, all right, I told you to don't do that, but fuck it, it's war. And then he doesn't realize he's in danger. Slevin pulls up on the rabbi, and Slevin brings the money.
Yeah. Is that my money? It's everything I owe you.
Yep. Also, phone's ringing off the hook, but it's the Sabbath, baby.
Yeah.
And like the rabbi, as paranoid as he is to have these like, thick walls and bulletproof glass because his enemy's right across the street, you don't know ominous phrasing, nigga, when you hear it?
No.
He's like, I don't answer the phone on the Sabbath. I know. It's like right then you should have been like, fuck you mean?
What do you well
Break the Sabbath.
I also am aware of Jewish customs of not working. Got it. On the Sabbath.
That's fair. I know about Black Sabbath. Because that sucks, though. Could you imagine? Like, honestly, like, what do you do? Like, God damn it, he's so religious. Like, I'm trying to warn this nigga.
You have Gentiles answer the phone for you.
Basically.
Non-Jewish people answer the phone for you because you don't care about their souls. And
So the rabbi gets nabbed, and he gets like clobbered in the dome because it's a fucking like blackjack situation. He gets knocked the fuck out. And the boss and the rabbi wake up together, and we get acting in a room, nigga. Have Ben Kingsley and Morgan Freeman back to back sitting in chairs comfortably, and just let them chew up that small frame of scenery, nigga. Good Lord. The lore, the backstory. They did, I don't know, half of this was actually written down, nigga. They probably were just riffing off of each other, just freestyling, nigga. But my son, and he's like, look at me. Look at the smile on my face. Your son's dead, nigga. He's dead.
Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes and know he's dead.
No, my child, no. Yeah, it was cool. They were really like living it up. I enjoyed that. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like watching these niggas like comfortably act and just do their thing and get paid a fuck ton of money for just being them off the name alone. It's what you do. It's what we would do.
It's what we do.
That's how we'll sell it. Look, hey, I know we don't have that much money, but you don't have to do shit.
We'll
give you an idea of what to do.
I'll stand up if you raise the price $10,000 more.
So we find out that they get the main reveal, right? Slevin pulls up, he reveals this was his plan all along.
Yes.
Got you niggas. I got you bitch ass niggas. It's a lot more deeper than that. Let me tell you whole ass niggas the story of what happened. Remember Slim? For some reason there was this one body elevator thing that exists. That's Good Cat Road, and he shot Slim to death, and I took the books.
So I've seen these. They exist.
Oh yeah?
They're scary as fuck, but yes, they exist.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because instead of stairs, it's just a rotating step that just goes up.
So the big reveal is like they murdered both bookies on both sides so they could go through the books and ledgers to see if they could find out who had the most debt to both parties. They found the motherfucker, murdered that motherfucker, swapped Slevin in that motherfucker's place to put the plan in motion. Good Cat is the hired guy that was going to murder the child of Max. Child was spared. It's Slevin. The horse's name. I love how we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So like, as the rabbi and like boss realize how fucked they are, because we find out that the boss and the rabbi were like directly involved in the murder of his father, and the hiring of him to get his fucking brains blown out. But that boy Good Cat couldn't do it. Once that little kid turned around,
kill a kid. Yeah, he couldn't kill a kid.
And his hair back then was hilarious.
He couldn't kill a kid who showed no fear.
Yeah,
because of his condition, he had no worries.
He was just
so it's like he just kind of stared at the barrel of this gun with imminent death in his face and was like, "Do what you got to do."
And he's like, "You're too badass to kill."
And it's like, this could be a really good assassin.
Yeah. He that's what it was. It's like, nah, I found me a shiny Pokemon, nigga. Like, let's go.
Like, what are you talking about?
Fuck
my apprentice. Soon I will teach you the ways of the dark side.
So they they give him the new superhero mask to be a cool team duo. Nope, short-lived. They both suffocated to death. And it's brutal. The camera hung around on that.
Yeah.
They're like, we got to focus on this.
But you can see the rabbi just resigning, just like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is done.
Yeah. They gave that as much attention as they did the doggy style scene. Just we got to stay on top. Back at the corners, here's Lucy Liu.
Yep.
With the body of just this nigga with no face. And she's just like, now she's stupid again. Here comes Good Cat, shoots her. I don't emote at all. She gets shot, there's blood, but I'm like, because God has seen the movie before. She's looking at me to see if I'm like going to be like, oh my God, nothing. She got nothing out of me because I'm like, she'll be fine. There's some bullshit how she's going to be fine. Because like, in my head, I was like, if she doesn't shoot back at Good Cat, this is just bad writing and she'll be fine. And she doesn't. She doesn't. She dies.
Oh.
Quote unquote.
She dies.
So our good old man, we love this cop. He shows up. It's the same guy. I don't care what you say.
It's Stanley Tucci, guys.
No, I'm talking about the cop from
oh
Jackie
yeah,
Brown.
that guy. Oh, that guy.
Like, hey, one of the old guys from the beat came back in over here. He was looking at some of these papers. Couldn't stop looking at this handsome kid. He was looking at the name. It was kind of bothering him a little bit. Tucci's on the phone. Like, what are we talking about? Slevin.
Slevin.
Remember that crazy ass horse bullshit from years ago, nigga? That was the horse's name.
Remember that massacre that happened around a horse?
when the mob made an example out of a family? Remember how crazy that was? And how
remember the bodies we kept just finding over weeks and weeks? Bits of people and shit?
Remember how no one was weirded out by hearing the name Slevin because it's such a weird name, but nobody thought revenge was coming? Yeah, that was his name. Weird, right? Also, the last name. For bad dog. The fuck is that about? Oh, well, talk to you later. And then we find out that Stanley Tucci was the fucking triggerman because he made a comment, just that one comment, that he was on the payroll for like bookies and shit too. He's a triggerman that blew his mom away.
Yeah.
So immediately, Slevin blows that nigga's brains out in the fucking car, as you should. As you should. I'm just like, damn, this nigga, that's a long revenge plot. And then just perfect timing to have all three parties, all three factions of gangs, or whatever.
It's two factions.
Okay.
Two factions.
Okay.
And the cops, I guess.
And the cops.
And the cops.
These are New York dirty cops. That faction.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like
Just the bad apples, everyone.
right. So whatever. And I love how it's a dope triple kill. But I love how at the end Slevin found a way. Slevin found a way to keep old girl alive, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, Good Cat's gonna be here.
Yeah.
And sure enough, staring a hole at this nigga. And he's like, bro,
what are you doing?
I didn't think you would understand. And he looks at Lucy Liu and he looks back at him. He's like, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. She saw your dick, didn't she? He's like, yes.
Yeah, she
did. She did. Every time. Every time, Slevin. They called him Henry the Hammer for a reason.
Add her to the goddamn piles, I guess. Shit.
So we cut back to like the beginning, how it all started, right? And like he gets little boy Henry in the car, and he turns on the radio, and what song comes on? The Kansas City Shuffle. Little modern for that time, but whatever. It's just, yeah, sure. Even though that song was made specifically for, I'm glad there wasn't a music video for that, because I would have thrown this movie in the trash. If they had pulled the Snakes on the Plane and did a Kentucky City Shuffle.
It's a Kansas City Shuffle.
I kept saying Kentucky City, the Kansas City Shuffle. If they had did a video for that, I'd have been furious.
But then, I just thought about it, but yeah, the cop was given the same deal that Slevin was. You have a debt that you owe me. Instead, do this hit for me, and I'll erase your debt.
Yeah.
It's
dumb. It's dumb by be glad coincidences are coincidences and nobody moved. Be glad they were so dumb that everyone just stays in the same area. You know what? I'm just gonna stake out and possibly arrest these niggas who have been like the bane of my existence and made me murder a woman, and that might not come up in trial one day.
No, it might never.
Never.
I don't gamble anymore.
No. It's tally time, guys. Let's find out how many people were horrifically murdered and shot in the face and stabbed in the eye with exotic poisons. And a baseball to the face, nigga. God damn, Henry.
Yeah.
Let's get into our body count.
That body count. That body count. That body count. It's the body count.
Online it says 23 dead.
I feel like there's the under that. I feel like there was more. It feels like there was more than 20. I'm sure.
Because I think they're not talking about the fact that
what about the Mossad?
Everyone died. Everyone who knew about the horse died.
Yeah, that's too.
That's 12 people right there.
Yeah. It was yeah. I know Gloria's dead.
Gloria's dead. Doc is dead. Sal's dead. Yeah. His Ruben's dead. His Max is dead. Max's wife is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
The horse is dead.
Horse and the jockey, nigga. The
horse and the jockey, they're dead.
Let's talk about our favorite subject, guys. The nudity. Man, let's get skin deep.
It's about to get skin deep. I just wanna see a little peek. Just show me that booty. Just a little bit of titties. Right now. Ooh,
yeah, so Gloria nothing. Because I guess it was an old man wailing on it. But the hypothetical cheating girlfriend, the couple that doesn't exist, they do exist still, because we saw a whole ass naked woman and the butt cheeks of a man.
Yep.
And like to hold a conversation to remain in doggy style is also hilariously wild. Because like usually they'll like stop fucking and like cover up, and she's just nope. She's just like, oh man. I mean, we're still in the middle of it though. It was like,
Slevin, he fell in. That's the accident. The crater you left, which was my pussy. He couldn't escape.
It was a pull. It was a gravitational.
It was a gravitational pull.
I had to fill the void, Slevin.
That's why there was no clothes. They
all
fell
in
into the void of
It's
my
all in
pocket.
there. All the clothes.
This is what your dick did to me.
I'm just seeing it. Him fighting. Like, no.
No, he's my friend.
I'm sorry. He hasn't stroked me once. He's
So
stuck.
it wasn't like Furious Doggy style. It was him trying to escape.
Fighting for his life, too. Ow. Tears in his eyes looking at his friend. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, oh God. All right, whatever. Take me down to. So, Jesus Christ. It's for the first time, guys. We've had the sippers. We truly enjoy this movie. Oh, we'll give it 2 D-pads where we fall to the worst position, give the movie its just due. Or we think this is a, was there any food? Just, I guess a schmoo platter of ass.
He kept eating. He kept drinking milk and eating a sandwich.
That was weird. Yeah, we give it 2 hater sippers where we slide them on. And, yeah, just murder families, nigga, unnecessarily. Like, what the fuck? Just collect the
make
debt
a
or just
point.
Beat up the guy. Try to get the money.
Nah.
Jesus.
No one needs to better fix horses that we
Well, shut the fuck up. Quit telling the whores.
Yes, that's our horses.
Plug the leak. Jesus Christ. I want everybody that got wet from the source to die. That's a lot. Well, also, don't do that because look what happens to you. You get tied up right behind your enemy and y'all both just wear these really cool masks to kill you. Right, Savage, knee pads and slippers.
I like this movie. I don't
It's
care what
okay to like movies.
I like this movie.
I never apologize for the shit I like.
I like this movie. It's because every time I've seen this movie like 1,000 times. Mostly because I just like one of those movies I fall asleep to when I had it.
Okay.
And then like because it just has that like nice melodic kind of tones behind it, and no one really yells or like gets upset. But yeah, I'm still giving it 2 knee pads. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. I like this movie. Yeah,
Totally fair. I'm gonna give this one knee pad. Like,
okay. I really expected worse.
no, like the poorly written Lucy Liu character, like really did piss me off like a lot. But I did appreciate the level of revenge that was being like the payoff was like the glorious revenge was hilarious to me. Definitely disappointed in her because I really thought like she's the biggest weak point, but it's like we were just too happy to have a bubbly Lucy Liu in our mix.
I mean,
and it's just fantasy fulfillment at its best, and it's like I get it, but like 2025 me was like, all right, so bitch is too good at. She's not dumb. She's not dumb, but she's being dumb. Like, she's not dumb. She's really fucking intelligent and smart, but she's also really fucking stupid. Which is it?
yeah,
And they're like, she's hot. I'm like, she's hot. It's not the answer. For sometimes it is. So, like, I mean, look. And also, I'm not going to be mad that she's here. So, like, yeah, it's a poorly written
she just
character.
made the mistake of like thinking that this guy was a good guy no matter what, and it's like, yeah, it's a good guy.
There was, and honestly, for him to be like, all right, you're gonna get murdered, because he told her like he's gonna shoot you right here. She's like, I want to fuck you so bad, I'm gonna go along with this crazy ass idea because it's magnificent. And I'm just like, I guess,
But she doesn't understand the horrible curse that comes with it.
yeah. Once she leaves him,
Once she leaves,
any innocent bystander,
the next, she will collapse the next man who enters her. into.
That's the only reason he lives, because both of their clothes went in there first. That's the only reason he's alive. There's a buffer. It was a buffer that just saved his life. I had on 4 jackets.
It was literally like, yeah.
It was
because it was cold. It was cold in like fucking
degrees.
Minnesota or whatever they were. I was wearing like 6 layers.
I had on long johns. That's the only reason I'm here.
That's the only reason I'm here. I'm fighting this like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. Come on, cars!
Like when he's screaming, there's like 4 of them like separate, like ah! Damn you, Slevin! What were we talking about? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
What are we doing next?
Movie gets a pass. What are we doing next week, bro?
Yep. Let's see. If all things fall in line, we're gonna do Too Fast, Too Furious.
Possibly. Possibly. We made plans months ago. I gotta see if they still remember, because I forgot. We'll see you fuckers next time, guys. Possibly finally do the sequel to. Oh man,
I was like, why do you want to do this? You've told me many times.
I don't. I know we're gonna like just make our algorithms trash, and like we'll never do this again. But we'll see you next week.
Oh, Fast X.
It's a long way to go. It's a lot of these movies, bro.